Use code Clarky for 5% off at strategyroasterscoffee.com. Hey everyone, Clarky Shy here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm back, and today I want to talk about if Call of Duty Vanguard Season 1 now is releasing on December 8th will save Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies. Now as you know, Vanguard Zombies has probably had one of the most worst launches ever, with no round-based map, no replayability. Granted, it's got some cool stuff, but it's not really a lot to keep people invested into the game, to the point where a lot of people are saying this is worse than BO4. It's the worst Call of Duty Zombies game anyone has ever played, you know? And granted, it's got some cool gameplay aspects, but it's missing a ton of stuff that a lot of people did love about Zombies. One of them being round-based. They could have made some score streaks within Cold War Zombies that they could have brought in, but that's not coming until Season 1. And just all in all, it makes people very sad to see where this is went. And we don't know much what is coming to Season 1 of Vanguard, but I do have a couple ideas, one of them being new side game modes. Now as you know, we're into the Christmas season in the world, where we are in December, and as you guys know, when Season 1 released for Black Ops Cold War, we got a game mode called Jingle Hells, where basically everything's all Christmas themed around the machine, and you basically got Christmas presents that would unlock your weapons, that would basically snowmen, and there would be a lot of stuff that you couldn't do, but it would be a cool game mode that's just based around Christmas stuff, you know. And honestly, even though a lot of people weren't the biggest fan of it, I definitely did think it was a cool mode to see that Treyarch were doing stuff like this, how they were making Christmas themed modes and stuff, and Halloween modes within the future of Black Ops Cold War Zombies, so that was really good of them. And then, of course, they had the other game mode, which was Cranked from multiplayer. Now, when I saw Cranked coming into Zombies, I was genuinely very concerned and worried. But now that it came into Zombies, I definitely had a lot of fun with it. Granted, a lot of people didn't really much like it, because dog spawns, sometimes zombies would spawn so slow on the higher rounds, and it would be a big pain in the ass until they released it as a permanent time game mode instead of limited time game mode called Crank 2, where basically you can play on any of the maps of your choice except from Outbreak. And this time, all the problems that people had in Cranked 1 for Black Ops Cold War Zombies, they now had Cranked 2, which was basically all those problems for Cranked 1 are gone. So they basically done Cranked justice, and I'm very happy with it, because I really had a lot of fun on it. So those two game modes, I wouldn't be surprised if they did come back. But how Cranked will work in a game mode like Outbreak and Onslaught together, which is Der on Fong, it's going to be very weird to see, but honestly we'll just see how it plays out. But as for the Jingle Hells, I could definitely see it playing well in this game better than Black Ops Cold War Zombies, because a lot of it didn't have like a lot of, you know, I think you can spin the box or something. Basically, the Megaton Santa took away the box, and the only time you could get mystery box weapons, or just dedicated mystery box weapons like the ray gun and stuff, you could only get from Christmas presents, and sometimes the RNG would be quite low. And of course you got good art, and then of course you had a power up which would decide whether you were nice or bad or not. So there was that as well, which a lot of people didn't like. But hopefully in this game they'll realise the mistakes they made in Black Ops Cold War Zombies and decide to do it better in this game. So yeah, let's just see how it goes, especially how there is a lot of different locations, and of course I think it is a bit open to area. Not really open to area like Outbreak, but just there's a lot of room to do Christmas themed stuff. So honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see what they would do. And then of course, along with that, we do have possible new areas coming to the game. As you know, we only have 4 areas at the moment, which is the hub area, which is Red Star for multiplayer. Then after that we have this windmill map from the campaign, and then we got another multiplayer map, which is Hotel Royal, and then of course we got Shinonuma from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, and then that's basically it. Apparently there's going to be 2 new locations being added into the game, which will be very nice. So at least they're updating this game mode specifically, kind of like what they did with Outbreak. But still, will it be enough to keep us going back? I'm not really so sure, because if anything, more people are wanting pack punch camos, a lot of people are wanting a round base map, a bloody Easter egg for God's sake, which I'll get to in a second. But aside from that though, I think people will be happy that they're added in new stuff in new areas, but it's not enough to keep them invested into a game mode like Der on Fong. So it's very sad to say that and stuff, because I quite frankly did like Outbreak and Onslaught, and Der on Fong, quite frankly, it does have some cool stuff, but it's not really going to be enough to keep a lot of people invested in this game. So even if they do add in new locations, I don't even know where we're going to go with it. And then, of course, we have something that might bring back players for just a little while more than launch, which is new challenges. So basically, apparently there's going to be 2 new challenges as well, which is going to be really cool. Because as of right now, we still only have 3 challenges at the moment, which is pretty alright. You have Blitz, which is basically just you're locked in an area, and basically you just need to survive for a certain amount of time. Then you have Harvest, which is basically collecting some souls, collecting some stones, and then when you collect said stones, you place them into the Sin Eater, and you need to do that a set of 3 times. And then once you've done that, that's basically it. And then of course you have the Transmit challenge, which is basically just escorting a floating orb head to the end of the map. So yeah, that's very cool as well. But aside from that though, the 2 new challenges, I can't really remember the name of them. I think one of them is Domination, which will be pretty nice. But aside from that, no, nothing really too mind-blowing. But the reason why I think it'll keep players a tiny bit more invested than they did on launch, if they're willing to give Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies another chance, is because we're getting a new area, and of course we're getting 2 new challenges. So yeah, that'll be pretty nice. And then along with that, of course, we do have a possible Easter egg, which an Easter egg is confirmed to be happening in this game, and they did say it's going to be from Season 1 and onwards. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any round-based maps at all in Vanguard Zombies, which I think I'll save that video for another time, which if there's not, that's really going to be upsetting. But as a whole, that doesn't mean there's only going to be 1 Easter egg in this bloody game, because if you guys know, on Outbreak there's 2 Easter eggs, and you can choose whether you want to do the first or second, and they can definitely do the same for D'Enfant. So the first Easter egg, of course, is going to be in Season 1 or Season 1 Reloaded, or sometime after that, maybe in Season 2, but all we know is that an Easter egg is definitely coming. They just want to make it more to the casuals as of right now, because they thought it was quite difficult, especially with how D'Enfant works as well, with not the higher rounds, but yet they're shorter rounds, and yet the rounds can be more difficult when you're bloody on round 7, 6, whatever. It can be quite difficult because zombies start to go faster, they can 2-hit you and stuff. It's pretty wild, especially with Juggernaut as well, which is nuts. So yeah, but aside from that though, nothing really too mind-blowing, and I really am sad to say that I really don't think Season 1 will save Vanguard Zombies. Of course, I don't want to say, oh, if round-based was in the game, it would definitely save this bloody game, because of course, as much as that is basically the truth, but I don't just want to give the simplest answer saying, oh yeah, round-based will save this game, which it will, but at the same time, it's becoming less and less and less likely that round-based is coming in this game specifically. So yeah, it's very upsetting but that doesn't mean the game can be revived and better, you know, because they can definitely make a lot of updates in this game mode to the point where we've got a lot of Easter eggs, we've got a lot more stuff to do, and we can have a lot more fun. So yeah, but aside from that though, I really don't think Vanguard Zombies Season 1 will definitely hit it. I think for the people who are willing to give Vanguard Zombies a second chance, it might keep people in for a tiny while, for like a little more into the game than compared to say launch, because again we've got more challenges and of course we're getting new areas. But aside from that, nothing really too mind-blowing, nothing really too exciting. So yeah, but we'll just see what happens on December 8th, and yeah, that's really all I can say. But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell, obviously to the channel. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you guys think Call of Duty Vanguard Zombies can get up and running to the point where a lot of people do like it? Do you think Season 1 could revive this game? Or do you think it's to the point where you've given up on hope for Vanguard Zombies already? But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video live stream, boys. And goodbye!